Hello, good afternoon. Are you a member?
Stylistic, the Neon Tour was crazy. Some of the most craziest, fireest merchandise too, bro. I still want that Rest in Peace shirt to this day, bro. But the skeleton shirt,
that was,
man. The
I didn't know that was his merch.
I remember these. I remember the little happy face.
The dice.
Huh?
The dice. LARP. Keep the LARP, little dice.
Face shit.
I remember the happy face ones.
All that shit was crazy. That was some of the best
Holy
tour merch I think Carti has had, bro. And it's crazy to look back, like looking at it now from Narcissus era tour and shit like that.
No, the happy
like,
face
that
was
merch
going everywhere.
The
little blonde kids had it on.
Bro. The merch drop for the Neon Tour was crazy, bro. Like some of that
y'all
shit
must
really,
think it up too old for
get,
this shit.
Like in the limelight today. Like all the clips and shit.
I'm
like
big
that, like,
lurking.
that shit just made me
Big
mad.
lurk.
Like, that was
Hurley lurk, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. Yeah.
We got Playboi Carti's Die Lit era. And we're going to listen to Corey Hinton. Yeah. Shout out Corey Hinton, man.
Huh?
See, I can see why you called your album Die Lit, baby.
Die Lit.
It's 2018 Carti.
What is Corey Hinton?
It's the person channel we watch.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
And I'm not being cocky. This is what I live up to.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not being cocky when I say Die Lit. Or I do this shit like every day when I wake up. I'm thinking about a million things. I'm psyching out. I'm just doing everything that you expect me to do and more. You feel me? And
When I mean, talk to see?
That's how you fucking talk? You see how to move forward. Like, hold on. Am I tripping?
You don't talk to see?
No, it kind of sounds like he like lost his voice a little bit low key.
By Die Lit is more so just
like he been yelling and shit.
Whatever
he must have had a show
man,
before
do
this.
that shit to the fullest.
Exactly.
Because you never know when it could be over, and you ain't gotta be dead for it to be over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be dead for it to be over.
Yes. Yeah, that shit can be over before you know it, man.
Anybody.
And then you look back and you forgot to enjoy it, man.
Gone. Die Lit, man.
Dog, this one he had a clear
doing
face,
this
no piercings, bro.
I'ma go fuck that bitch. I'ma go dash that bitch. Shawty gon' suck this dick. Shawty gon' suck this dick. That's a pull up bitch. Don't make me pull up. Yeah, I smash that drop that.
Damn, that's the part I talk about.
Take your chain, little bitch. I'm on Devo lit. I'm on Devo lit. I'm on Kilo lit. I gon' psycho bitch. Watch me suck your bitch. Watch me dash that bitch. Then I pass that bitch. Got the product bitch. Got one for the zip. Got that product band. Got one for my bitch. Lil' boy bitch. I'm in them dudes flip.
This was the aesthetic of Carti back then. Before King Vamp, before Iron Music, before all this rock star stuff. This was his aesthetic.
I think he was wrong. It was chill. That one was rocking the Go Yard before everybody started doing it today.
Bitch, you get hit. Give me that bit with the stick. Give me that bit with the key. I get that money like blow. I'm in that bit with the
Damn, this was that era too. This is a feature on Lil Yachty song.
I think we reacted to that.
On Lil Yachty's video.
I play with that dirty little bitch. I need to mess with this heat. I need to get from my bitch.
Nikki.
He was scared to get close.
You hear what she said?
She said, "Don't get up on me up like that or some shit." Why she did him like that?
Nah, she let him come back later.
I ain't gonna lie though. I like the fact that our culture brought some type of rage to the other side though. Like, I remember going to school with certain rock band kids from school, like, you know, and it was just all the white kids, whatever. So I feel good to see that our culture, the black, you know what I'm saying, could be a part of that. Like, that we brought, the black people brought the swag to the other side, for real. And it becomes one big unity. Like, I used to be scared of those type of people in school. I used to be thinking they like was crazy or something. Cause they used to have their nails painted, the baggy pants with all the jewelry, the freaking hair. I'm like, boy, they look crazy. But now the more our culture get into it, I'm like, okay, I understand this rock star lifestyle thing now. They just like to make noise. They like to rage. Like, that's just their lifestyle. What, emos? Yeah, the goths. Oh my God, I was scared of them. But when they know they own world, they be theyself. But when they come walking around you, it's scary because they be so quiet. Like, they don't talk, they don't do none of that shit. They just be walking through the hallways looking scary. But I like to see, like, Playboi Carti, what is it? Who else? What's the Trip XXX? Yeah, like Juice WRLD too, ain't it? Like, he doesn't do.
He don't really do rage.
No, he don't do rage, but that's still close enough to the fan base.
Oh, the sad music.
Yeah, them type of stuff. Juice WRLD. Yeah, like who else?
Emo rap.
What's the other one? Not
Ski
Yachty.
Mask? Ski Mask?
Ski Mask, but the other one, Trippie Redd.
I said that.
Did you say Trippie?
Yes.
I didn't hear you say Trippie. Lil Peep, like, I just like to see it.
He blind.
Yeah, but still, before that, they used to do the straight, like, noise, the rock and roll. It used to be like fucking noise. Like, what y'all yelling for noise? But then the culture mixed in, it gave it a little more like a rap type vibe. Back then, it was just straight guitar shit. But now, with these artists mixing in, it gives it like a more rap feeling. You get what I'm saying?
So Fago.
So Fago too?
Yeah, he was a rage artist when he first came out.
If y'all understand what I'm saying. So I just like to see it.
So, man, bro, after having a successful year in 2017, bro, I mean, that ass, bro, dropping his first ever official tape, bro, self-titled, my nigga. Hit after hit, Magnolia, woke up like this.
That nigga
bro.
been rocking the Go Yard, y'all.
Songs with Carti and shit.
Y'all just started
Just a
spitting
big
that
move
shit.
and shit, man. Linking up with the legendary producer Pierre Bourne, bro. And that will be an introduction for Pierre. It really will be an introduction for both and shit, where they'll introduce a whole new sound and shit like that, a different way of beats that wasn't really that common and rap up to that point. We gotta take it back to the year 2018, bro, where Carti will literally prove that he was here to stay, my nigga. Him and Pierre would take the sound for 2017 and just elevate it to a whole new level and shit, bro. I mean, that ass, like the more it's like the sound of the Pierre and shit, the more punk aesthetic that just Carti music really became. Just the more Carti started switching style up and shit from aesthetic wise, sound wise. Just a whole new vibe that was like a continuation from 2017, bro. And just expanding on really switching his genre and just groundbreaking music, bro. That ass 2018 was the year of all that. But man, bro, you know how this shit goes, man, bro. If you new here, hit that subscribe button, man. Oh, you hit that subscribe button, man. If you think you saw any one of my videos before, I mean anywhere, bro. Your phone, bro. Your cousin phone, bro. My phone, bro. Carti phone, bro. Anywhere, bro. Hit that subscribe button, man. I'm not playing, man. We going crazy all 2025. But man, bro, y'all obviously see who we talking about, man, bro. We got another one for y'all, man, bro. One of my favorite all-time rappers, like I stated in any other video I bring up, bro. The motherfucking GOAT, man. The legendary motherfucking Playboi Carti, bro. But not any era Playboi Carti, bro. 2018 Die-Lit era Playboi Carti, man. Y'all give him a round of applause, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes. But nah, man, Playboi Carti Die-Lit era, bro. This is literally like probably one of my favorite eras from Carti. Not my all-time favorite eras, but definitely one of my favorite eras and shit. Like, you really had to be there in real times to experience Like, just this era of Carti, bro. Like, Carti really was taking that punk sound and shit. And this like way before a whole lot of red and all that shit, bro. Before he went far with that sound and shit. This was like the beginning stages of it, and just a whole new sound that was literally like a branch off of just self-titled and leading up to this time, man. What a good time to be a Carti fan, man. And it's like Carti was getting looked at in the limelight like in a good way too and shit like that. Cause you gotta realize, bro, like taking it back to 2016, 2017, bro. Carti was like, you know, unknown and shit like that, you know, up until like self-titled Magnolia dropped. That's when he became like, you feel me, he started to get a little mainstream buzz and shit. Well, you can say it was mainstream buzz, but I say it kind of went on more like around this time when Stylistic 2018 came and shit like that. People was more, you know, recognize who he was and shit. He would start performing on like big TV shows and shit like that. It's like he was just everywhere at this point and shit. So it was a golden era to be a Carti fan, bro, for sure. But nah, man, I ain't gonna keep this intro rolling that long, man, because we got a whole video about this shit that we finna talk about, man. So you already know how this shit goes, bro. You and your girl actually do got an assignment for y'all this time, bro.
Talk a lot.
Your girl, bro, I know it's summer, bro, so you know, your boy got summer school and shit like that. So you and your girl, bro, y'all go log into y'all computer, bro. Make sure y'all do some work, man. I know y'all behind with a lot of shit, bro. Make sure y'all do some work, man. Go to the back, bro. Drive to the local McDonald's, though, before you do any of that. Get you 2 kids meals and shit like that, man. Just for y'all, though. 2 kids meals, bro. Then drive back to the crib. Do some more work. Then turn this video on. And listen to me out for however long this video finna be.
It was leaking him since then.
So, like I said, bro, after dropping his highly anticipated mixtape, self-titled in early 2017, bro, Carti Pierre wouldn't waste no more time, bro. They would let that start working on Die Lit literally soon after like.
So who else would leak
dropped and shit like that, bro?
They purposely
like,
want shit to leak. Cause
how
the fuck it lose the studio? If it's just you, the producer, the engineer, the fuel, yeah, that really working, it shouldn't. It's only one person that can leak it.
Who?
Whoever's in that room that's controlling the system.
That would just already let us know that an album was down there on the
they
way,
know
like,
doing.
you know, immediately after that. And I know that's a factor because literally, bro, it was like that ass like a month after, like, I want to say after Self-Titled came out and shit. It was when Tory Lanez was trying to remix Magnolia and shit like that, bro. And Pierre and Carti had uploaded a video basically saying like, you know, don't remix my shit and like that. You know, they weren't throwing no names, but we all knew who they were talking about and shit. But if you listen closely in the background, bro, you can hear Old Money, like the early version of Old Money already getting played. And then it like the same exact verse and shit like that. It just was an early draft for it.
He made that beat.
He said no.
Yo, start asking my nigga for beats and some stuff for all y'all niggas being duty, nigga. We don't do that remix shit. Don't remix my shit.
And that was like May of 2017 and shit like that. So he was cooking up
Did he do it anyway?
After releasing.
Tory Lanez remixed it?
I don't know why I feel like he did it anyway.
And then you know, bro, it was hella just snippets and shit that was just coming from this era in general. But like, I say Dana probably like the whole rest of 2017 was majority of just Carti like on Snapchat, Instagram, preview, and hella unreleased songs that was forming in this Lit era and shit. And then it's like he slowly started leaning out of that self-titled era and shit. Like wearing John Warrens, just wearing like typical outfits, Supreme and shit like that. To just really moving into more like that punk aesthetic that he was really pushing for Lit and shit. But then again, bro, out of everything, bro, if you're not a Carti fan, but you already know everything of Carti, bro, the word Carti and leak in the same sentence goes together so perfect, bro. Like, that's one thing that's Carti. I want to say that's Carti's worst nightmare, bro. That nigga hate leaks, bro. I'm pretty sure. Now, it done been speculation over the years that they say that Carti be leaking some of that shit himself. But I definitely think, like,
didn't I say that?
Majority of that shit, though. And that's kind of where it was with Lit, bro. Lit, it was so much shit leaking from Lit, bro. It was at a point where it was kind of like, it was then at a point it was like, all right, bro, like, this shit getting a little questionable because they was leaking certain shit that was like, that was actually was going to be on the album. Because people knew an album was coming and shit
they
like
did
that.
On purpose.
Carti Instagram story later days.
If it sound like a leak, if people sound like they got it first. So they gonna be like, oh shit, a leak. Let me go listen to it. That's like how Soulja Boy came out when Soulja Boy put his song and titled it something else. And people would think it's something else. Like when a rapper that was out they'll think it's that when they click this Soldier Boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's only it's kind of like the same formula, but in a different way.
Confirming that album
Say it
mode
to
and
leak
shit.
so they can
Pierre
go
was
play
kind
it.
of confirming the album and shit. And then, bro, out of nowhere, like I said, it was hella like just something leaked starting to become mainly popular and shit like that. You know, then you gotta think back to 2018, bro. Carti wasn't really Carti yet, bro. He was Carti, but he wasn't like the thing about Carti. But his leaks at that point wasn't that powerful than what it became later on in time and shit like that. So, you know, it basically like when the label was seeing that half of this nigga shit was starting to leak, they kind of were just like panicking type shit like that. You know, nowadays, Carti, all that shit, some shit leaks with Carti and shit like that. Carti go back into the lab and kind of rework on the shit. At that time, it wasn't like that because his community wasn't that crazy at it as it is now. And one song ended up leaking and shit, which was Love's Hurt with Travis Scott and shit. That song ended up leaking and shit, and that was then like the single and shit. So Carti them like instantly dropped it on SoundCloud immediately the same day it leaked, probably like a couple hours later. And I remember that shit too. And then you gotta realize it was hella leaks that just kept coming, bro. Like some of the shit that was sort of like the intros, like they go off and shit like that. Now, I'm pretty sure all the Carti fans that's watching this should know, bro. They go off. It's a classic leak in the Carti community and shit. And that originally was the intro to the album shit. I think before a long time, if I'm not mistaken, I think the original track list had got leaked like after a while and shit like that. And
that's the original track list.
And what changed on
So-called different colors not on there. Bust Down with G Herbo not on there. Gratitude with Chief Keef not on there. Red and Blue not on there.
Red and Blue is there.
No, it's not.
It's 14.
Not on the real album.
What's the one we just heard?
Die Alone not on there.
The one we heard is the real one?
Yeah.
And this one is the what? Oh, the...
Hefner not on there.
It's number one.
It's not. It's not
okay,
on the real one.
On the other one. Now, how many songs? That's 17 though. So he put a lot of other new songs.
I think the
in there,
original track list had got leaked like after a while and shit like that. And They Go Off was supposed to be the intro, and Long Time was supposed to be the outro and shit like that. And I couldn't really imagine Long Time being the outro and shit because like Long Time is just like it's such an intro type of song now that we done had Dalit for like over 7-8 years now. They just got the crazy to look at that as an outro. So man, bro, leaks after leaks kept happening and shit, and then boom, bro. Out of nowhere, but like it's like the label really forced Carti to drop the shit, like a panic drop down there, and Dalit would drop and shit like that, bro. But like it was kind of like a panic drop though, like because it was hella shit that actually was gonna be on the album that was starting to leak. Like down there, I want to say probably about the little last 2 days before it officially dropped, half of the album was already circulating the internet and shit. Cause we already had a shooter leak and shit like that. The OG would have had Uzi original verse on there and shit. All that shit was starting to surface the internet. So, you know, they just ended up dropping the album as a full on literally. And out of that, we had the album. But like I said, though, it was hella leaks that was coming from that shit, though, bro. Classic Grail leaks and shit like that. And these are technically Dalit throwaways and shit like that. I just felt like I had to include them in this video because these are such a Grail song. You haven't heard these songs for Carti for this time period, bro, you sleeping, my nigga. I mean, classic shit like that. And this before the album. This is just shit that he was working on that was supposed to be on the album or that was just made around the time he was making the album and shit like that, bro. And these are throwaways, by the way, so just take that for consideration, bro. With songs like Supersonic, my nigga with Baby was crazy.
Supersonic was
baby,
something.
alright, baby, Supersonic, what? Yeah. What, baby, run it, baby, fuck it, time, fast, Supersonic, get it, got it, get it. Got it, fast, Supersonic, bite it, eat it, fight it.
Mad was crazy than a bitch, nigga.
I'm gonna go smash, to fit in my dad, niggas they mad, niggas be mad, they wishing I crashed.
These are all leaks.
And he just let it leak.
You can't hear this being dropped?
They wishing I led.
V-Long jacket's fire, bro.
Got no keys to the Billy and my baby out. Got that V-Long jacket with the 30 out.
They purposely leaked that shit.
3 Times is a classic, bro. And that shit making rounds on TikTok right now, bro. Shawty in Love, man, of course.
Shawty in love the geek. Shawty in love the geek. Shawty in love with the geek. Shawty in love with the geek. Popping them motherfucking pills. Shawty in love with the geek.
They Go Off is a classic, nigga.
Shawty going out of the team. 3,500 for D. Said play. I got your horn and leash. All on her knees, ready to preach. Suck on my dick like a leech.
Do that even sound like Cardi music now?
Cash
Yeah,
shit is
son.
crazy.
If I'm a bitch, then I'm a baddest bitch.
You can't hear Cardi?
She said flex it like, boy, I flex it. I pop a Glock, boy, I pop shit. I rock the show, it's your mosh pit.
No Feel. Like Pierre was all over this shit. Arm and Leg is a classic.
I need an arm and leg. I need an arm and leg. Cardi and love it, leg. Arm and leg. Head and check. Arm and leg. Head and check.
Dropped Out is classic in a bitch, nigga.
I dropped low, then I came up. I went down, then I got up.
What, the whole damn tape got leaked at this point?
These didn't drop though.
He didn't put them out.
No, after they leaked.
Moving Different is fire,
Well, it's
bro. Come
already
on,
out.
man.
That's the
Motherfucking
leak is
Canary Diamonds
being
is
out at
crazy,
this point.
bruh.
Fuck a weather rain. Canary yellow diamond, baby girl. Diamond with this shit. He went Elliot. Jesus hit his with this shit. Just like Fawcett, bitch.
I mean, it's hella shit that comes from this era, bro. Come on, bro. Tattoos is fire, bro. Me Was Fire Than a Bitch, nigga. Come on, bro. It's hella grails
Tattoos
from this
is crazy.
era, bro. That Cardi, that he should have just fucking dropped, bro. He should have dropped these shit. That shit would have made for a classic. But Dalit is a classic, though. Don't get me wrong. And then, man, bro, on May 11, 2018, bro, Carti would drop his debut studio album, Die Lit, my nigga. This shit right here, man, takes me back to just middle school, bro. I literally only think it's middle school, bro. And literally, just the whole drop of us rain a whole lot of red, bro. Like, this album got us through quarantine, bro. That ass, bro. Carti took forever to drop a whole lot of red and shit like that, so, bro. This was kind of like the last, like, little shits that we done had, bro. That a full body of work we had for the nigga before that, bro. And this album right here is classic, bro. It's damn near like one of the greatest albums, and it really influential, bro. Now, I ain't gonna talk about that, but this project really influential, bro. It really kind of, like, made the current underground. Now, you can say a whole lot of red did, but really, this album, like, Oh Summer Song, for example, he's the perfect example of, like, trying to really duplicate this time frame for Carti and shit like that. You know, I feel like you can't really duplicate it, but he's the perfect example of trying to. But nah, man, this Carti project is classic, bro. This shit literally takes me back. Probably one of my favorite albums by Carti, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all know this shit got classic songs on it, bro. R.I.P. is classic in a bitch, nigga.
Tyler, the Creator.
What they do?
You already heard these.
Right now.
You like these songs, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the ones that you putting up on there?
That's it, too. These ones that actually dropped. Alright, you heard the leaks and you heard the real songs. Which ones you feel like was better?
Alright, cause I heard the leak one sound like they was smacking.
Oh,
I ain't gonna hold you.
and you see what his fan base go through?
Classic, nigga. R.P. Fredo with Young Nudie is classic. Bro, the summer, bro. Come on, bro. We all know Red, Cold Hearted.
I'm in this bitch from your Cardi. Riding around with the top down.
You just heard all of that.
Bro, she ran that bitch. We don't even listen to the song Fuck Cardi. She just ran that bitch on her own, bro. Come on, bro. Foreign was classic, bro.
Diamonds on diamonds on diamonds. Empty your pockets and pay that little honey. I got powers in the lot. I got powers right behind me. Cranberry drip with the.
Come on, man. Yeah, bro.
Earlier, bro, it was a smooth transition from self-titled era to die, like, leading up to this project. A smooth transition, bro, because you gotta think about it, bro. Like I said, he started working on this project immediately after dropping self-titled and shit like that. So once him and Pierre went in the studio and locked in and shit like that, you know, Carti really know what he want to do and shit like that. Like, that's why each Carti album always seemed different than from the last, because he never really tried to stick to the same formula and shit, because he could have really just kept that self-titled momentum going. Like that ass, he could have easily kept that going, kept that same sound, and just really could have kept that shit going. But nah, he went in there and made something. He wanted to make something and switch it up and shit. He went with a whole punk aesthetic. Like the whole aesthetic for this project is what made this project where it is, bro. The thing back to like 2018, bro. Carti fits in 2018, bro. Like his fits compared to 2017, like I said, they was two different fits and shit like that, bro. Like Carti started wearing more like just punk aesthetic type of shit, bro. He started to really switch.
You like his drip from back then or the fit pictures he be posting now?
What's the one from back then? These?
Yeah, these from that Dilate era.
I remember those. Well, it was like just
outline and shit like that, and it just was the
his
fashion was crazy.
Era?
And like I said, bro, the flatbed freestyle being
Rock,
like
what is
the
it?
first
Punk
examples
style?
of the Carti
Funk
baby
style? What
voice
is
and
it
shit
called?
like that, bro. Like he didn't really use to an advantage, but he definitely was like testing. Like
style?
this album, he really was
No,
testing the waters with
PUNK.
his sound on some songs and shit. But that was like the song that he really was testing the waters with it.
Like
And
they
it's
call
crazy.
it
As I'm
funk style,
recording this,
punk
I just
style.
now
It's just a
realized
punk.
that,
Like a rock star.
he
No,
dead
not
ass
like
really
a.
was leaning
Yeah.
with
just
that whole
punk.
lot of red
Yeah.
one era. Like Carti as close.
He
You
said
gotta think
not
about
like
it, bro.
that.
Yeah,
Majority
not that
of
one. I'm
Dialect
just
was
saying,
kind
it's
of
a name
recorded
for it.
like late 2017, like majority of 2017, probably to early 2018. But really, if you think about it, he probably recorded this album from the moment, 2017 to the moment it probably dropped type shit, like to the last little couple deadlines till it dropped. Because it dropped in May. He started working on a whole lot of red V1 era. He started really like testing the waters a whole lot of red in like summertime 2018. And Flatbed Freestyle, the only song on the project that sounds similar to each song from that whole lot of red V1 era. So it's crazy to think that he already was approaching that era, which why that song is like the only song that really got that right baby sounding voice and shit. Out of all the songs on the project, that's the one song that got that voice. Just a little random fact I just thought of, bro. Like, nothing major. And like I said, just going back to aesthetic wise, bro. Like I said,
This
like
nigga
Carti
talking
fits
much.
was crazy at this time, bro. And this the era when all Carti edited like music videos and like this is like A$AP Rocky. This when like the AUG movement was going on when AUG had them
He's son of A$AP Rocky.
type videos and shit like that, with all the edits and shit.
Playboi Carti.
And that's when them edits was started to get like crazy and
Still?
shit. Like everybody used
Yeah.
to edit Carti with the butterfly emojis and shit. Like
But he's
that's when
doing his own thing?
When Carti edited was like
So A$AP
probably
get a
when
cut
the
out of
popular
all
shit
his
was
hard work.
back in like Instagram back in
Yes,
them
sir.
times and shit. Then just the cover art of the highlight, but like the legendary cover art now and shit. Now, I'm pretty sure now if you don't know, man. I hate to be the
I wanna
bearer
know
of
who
bad
caught him.
news and shit. Now everybody know this legendary
I've been
cover art and
trying to
shit.
figure that
Everybody
the whole
knows
time.
shit.
The whole
It's
time.
iconic, bro. The lady with the
I
spiked
was like,
hair.
damn, did he hurt
the
himself
random
for that
nigga in
flip?
the cover art and shit.
But
Cardi
it was
just
worth
doing
it.
a fucking flip and shit. Now everybody, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, that
people
was
know this
him that
story
did
and
that
shit,
flip?
but you don't know, man.
Yeah.
Cardi
middle
basically
finger
wasn't
up?
even there for this cover art. Like he
Uh-uh.
was photoshopped onto this cover art like a while later and shit. Like the lady that was in the
him.
hair and the color and
Like,
shit like that, the color
It
hair.
was.
She
He got
basically
cut-
confirmed that Cardi wasn't
he
even there
photoshopped it.
for the cover. Like
It was him. They
it was
just
No.
they didn't
photoshopped
know
it
they
there.
was doing that
It was
shit.
somebody
I think
else
he
and
shot
he-
the
they
shit
put
like
him
the
on
same
there.
day as
Nope.
RIP
Okay.
and shit like that. So just a little major little fat and shit like that. I'm pretty sure people knew, but just a crazy. But I always found this cover art so dope though. Like it's just legendary. Even if he wasn't there doing it, it's a crazy cover art, and it goes with the project and shit like that. Now that's the thing that I always found important in music, bro. Like if your cover art could go with your the sound of the music, that's just dope to me. That just make the album even better and shit. Cause you can listen to the album and look at the cover art and be like, man, this album's looks like this cover art. Like you can't explain it, but you know what you're talking about once you look at it. Then Cardi has some crazy feature running around this time and shit like that, bro. Like Cardi was dominating on features and shit. Come on, bro. With Chief Keef was crazy than a bitch, nigga.
When the pill stand, shot in the block with me, wearing Shannon. Too much dope in here, I can't smash. Too many guns in here, I can't
Come on, bro. Get Drip with Lil Yachty was fire, nigga. Ain't doing nothing. Doing that was fire, nigga. Come on, bro. His verse on A$AP Rocky butt shots was crazy than a bitch. Like, Cardi had a point to prove this shit, bro. Like, he really was showing that he was here to stay, bro. Like, that ass, like 2017 was a crazy year for bro and shit like that. That was a good, like, debut year for him for the mainstream and shit like that. With self-titled Magnolia and shit. But it just something about 2018 that it just really stuck out. Like, bro came this time and really did this motherfucking thing, but shit was insane, bro. And then the Neon tour was crazy, bro. Like, I was too young, bro. I was too young and shit like that. You know, your boy was, you know, I ain't gonna lie, financially, boy wasn't looking good. And I was a kid down there. Like, I wasn't a kid, but I was young as shit, though, man. It's like, bruh, the motherfucking Neon. Every time I think back to just later, I follow hella fan pages of Carti on Instagram, bro. Like Philo Carti, all that shit, bro. Hella fan pages of Carti and shit. And I was following that back at the time. And it's like, man, bro, like, I'll never forget, bro. The motherfucking Dialect, the Neon tour was crazy. Some of the most craziest, fireest merchandise, too, bro. I still want that Rest in Peace shirt to this day, bro. Bro, the skeleton shirt,
that was,
man. The
I didn't know that was his merch.
I remember these. I remember the little happy face.
The dice.
Huh?
The dice. LARP. Keep the LARP, little dice.
Face shit.
I remember the happy face ones.
All that shit was crazy. That was some of the best
Holy
tour merch I think Carti has had, bro. And it's great to look back, like, look at it now from the Narcissus era tour and shit like that.
No, the happy
like,
face was going everywhere. The little blunt kids had it on.
Bro. The merch drop for the Neon tour was crazy, bro. Like, some of that
y'all
shit
must
really,
think it up
like,
too old for this shit.
Like, in the limelight today. Like, all the clips and shit.
I'm
like
big
that,
lurking.
That shit just made me
big
mad.
lurk.
Like, that was
Hurley lurk, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it.
Bro. Then, you got it started in, like...
You see how Foreign be trying to bait y'all? And then he gonna say, you're not paying attention. You're reading the
what
chat.
What did I do?
Time to let up
y'all must think I'm not hip to shit.
He was performing like
I'm more hip than y'all.
One songs and shit like that, you know. But I'm gonna say that for the next video I do on Carti and shit, the whole like I'm doing a whole lot of red for the next and shit. But that's another topic for the end of the video.
This nigga talk.
But man, bro, Carti in 2018 in general, bro. Like I stated earlier, bro, he had something to prove this year, bro. Like, that ass, but now, despite that having a leak, like, you know, a forced leak type of situation and shit, it still didn't stop the album for being a classic, though, man. This project literally still get talked about to this day, bro. People still beg Carti to go back to this sound, though. Like, that ass, like, people still want this type of music and shit. And you gotta think, bro, when Dalit first came out, bro, this album did not get that, like, the way Dalit get praised and looked at now. That's the case for each Carti album, but that wasn't the case for Dalit at all. People was looking at this album as some of the worst shit. Like, it was like the mumble rap guru or something. Like, people did not fuck with this album as much as they fuck with it now and shit. And it's crazy to see the sudden switch, but that's just any Carti album in general, bro. They switch up at the wild and shit. Once, like, time go by and shit, and people really soak it in and shit, everybody down there realized how goated this album really was and shit. And that's really what it was. This album was just goated in a bitch, bro. And Carti at a point could even, like, you feel me? Like, even he knows that and shit like that, bro. He just dropped the and a vinyl for it. He just dropped the official vinyl for it just like probably a month ago on his actual website. He dropped I Am Music vinyls and he dropped Dialect vinyl and shit. Dialect sometimes had vinyls. Whole lot already had vinyl. It's the only album for Carti that did have a vinyl and shit. So, you know, even he see that this project holds a lot of weight and literally responsible for, like, kind of the underground and what the underground became and shit. Just responsible for a lot of shit, like, in general, but this project really stemmed, like, hella shit. Like I said, man, 2018 was crazy, bro. It was different, you know? And then we only talking about, like, half of 2018. I ain't even touched on, like, late 2018 leading on to that. But that's, like I said, that's for another video, you know? So,
he ain't even touched on it yet.
Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned
for that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will wrap this video up. If
Wrap
y'all enjoyed the video, man.
Alright, so
you ain't gotta play that either.
Dialect era. Did you mess with it?
That shit fried my brains.
So you messed with the Dialect era, or you was part of the I Am Music era. So based off what you just learned about the Dialect era and the album you just heard versus what you just went through for I Am Music.
The what music?
I Am Music.
Oh.
Versus what you just went through for I Am Music.
What about it? What I'm gonna be on? What side I'm on?
I just said what you just learned about the Dialect era and hearing that album versus what you just went through for I Am Music. Which era was better?
I mean, I'm gonna leave y'all era to y'all. I'm staying on the side.
So you feel like I Am Music era was better?
I feel like it was definitely better and different because he gained so much more off of that.
Okay.
Like, it opened. I Am Music era opened up a door of people who didn't even care for Carti then.
This did too though at the time.
That's what I'm saying. That was that era. But this era opened up another like round 2 type for real. Cause niggas who wasn't even listening to Carti, I'm seeing them posting that shit up like, nigga, you ain't never listened to Carti. Like, you was straight Future shit. The shit that's out now. And then I seen different people listen to him that I know did not listen to him. So I know, and then that shit it was a different type of impact for me, my experience. I can't base on what y'all experience.
Music. Who y'all want next, man?
And remember when we did the I Am Music, remember I called out the single?
Yeah.
I was like, this the single right here. Matter of fact, it wasn't even on the album yet. He did it at Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
It was the last song. And I was like, damn, this the single. If this on the album, this the single. So just for it, when it came out and it was on the album, and it was actual, just like the actual single, like I called it out, was very special moment for me. Cause I called it out.
Alright, man. Who y'all want next, man?
Yeah.
Want y'all motherfuckers to subscribe to Foreign TVO. Don't give a fuck. Better subscribe, motherfucker. If not, security gonna get your ass. Pup, pup.